After a good night's sleep, we registered with authorities and went straight for a proper English breakfast. The first of many to come. We soon learned that Shetland shares little with a tropical island weather-wise, but the beautiful scenery and the pleasant people makes up for it twofold. Lerwick is all built in stone as there are no trees on Shetland and it has this medieval feeling to it. It's a beautiful city with lots of narrow streets and details to explore, and over the many days we still discovered new things. Shetland and Norway has tight connections history-wise, as Shetland once was part of the Norwegian kingdom and many of the locals feel they have stronger ties to Norway than to Scotland. One of the must-sees is the Shetland Museum in Lerwick, and where you can learn about the history of the Shetland Islands all the way back to the first inhabitants, to the arrival of the Vikings and to modern day. In the outskirts of Lerwick there's a big Tesco shopping mall, and from a Norwegian viewpoint it was like heaven, and not hard to leave some of our kroner behind. Just around the corner there are great opportunities for a walk along dramatic cliffs. A beautiful cemetery is located above the cliffs facing out to the open sea. While they might not have palm trees, everything is very lush and green due to the Gulf Stream. A few days after our arrival, a storm hit the Norwegian side of the North Sea, but also in Shetland we experienced strong winds. In 10-meter waves, a sailboat bound for Norway had to be rescued outside Haugesund, where we had motored in a calm just days before. One of the days we jumped on the bus to explore Scalloway. Our first stop was the memorial for the fallen Norwegian heroes during World War II, operating the Shetland bus. The Shetland bus transported refugees and resistance back and forth the North Sea during the worst of weather to avoid the enemy. There is a small but very interesting museum in Scalloway, well worth a visit. Just next to the museum one can explore an old castle dating back to the 1600s. Back in Lerwick, it was time for our fish and chips meal number too many and enjoy local music in the evening. In the next episode we rent a car and explore mainland.